right, welcome in, Nagy Nation, as we check out this NFC Game of the Week that you all voted on. And you see Aaron Rodgers there at home as the red-hot Detroit Lions, led by Baker Mayfield, coming out to Lambeau to take them on. And, Baker Mayfield, obviously, as voted by you, the fans, as to where he was going to ended up with Detroit per the vote. So here we are, and there's Baker coming out looking great in the all silver look. I love that for Detroit. And they're going to take on these Packers. So obviously a big matchup of rivals here, as the NFC North action is going to take place up there in Green Bay. So Phil's going to get us kicked off here, and then I'm going to be on the call for the entire duration. He's got some other things going on today, so I'll be bringing this one to you here. And so the kick is away and taking a knee in the end zone there. That means Aaron Rodgers is going to get the ball out of the 25 for his opening drive. There's a look at his season, 30 for 6 and 3,500 yards. So nice season for him so far in this one, doing very well. But he's going up against a very good Lions team who has been very frisky in this season. 1st and 10 for Aaron, under center. Handing off up the middle, and that one quickly tackled there is Jones, and the rookie Hutchinson in on the tackle. 2nd and 9 after a pickup of only 1. Out of the gun is Rodgers, back to pass. Pressure coming, but he unloads. He's got a man downfield, double coverage, but he ends up putting it just out of bounds where nobody can get to it. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 9 after that one drops out of bounds, incomplete. Back to pass, unloads quickly, got a man out to the outside, and up the sideline is his receiver. And that one good for 23 yards to Watkins. And Sammy Watkins getting involved pretty early here in this one. With a 23-yard pickup, really, but nobody near him, as you're going to see on this replay, nobody really near him there, just kind of setting up for Aaron Rodgers as the defense was not in a position to cover him there. So to give him a first fresh set of downs here, and Aaron Rodgers now near midfield. Back to pass. Dumps it off out to the outside, very quickly tackled out there. Is Cobb, and Cobb does pick up a first down though. A little handoff this time to Jones out to the outside. He's got a tackler on him, and breaking through that tackler is Jones. Nice, tough, contested run there. 2nd and 2. Rodgers under center, hands off to Jones up the middle. And Jones gets about a yard there, making a 3rd and 1. Actually, probably more like 3rd and inch. It's pretty close there to the line to gain. Now, bunch formation to the right for Rodgers, out of the gun. Back to pass. He's got a man out to the outside. He's got him. That's Cobb again with that sneaky little route, just kind of breaking off the defender there last minute off of the top of the route, and finding some separation to give Aaron Rodgers a spot to connect with him there. And actually, I think this might have been more of a throw him open kind of situation, because Cobb kind of adjusts to that ball away from the defender. So nicely done there, the hookup of the veterans there. And that'll get Aaron Rodgers into the zone here early in the goings of this game, 1st and 10. Quickly over the middle, he's got his running back Jones out of the backfield. And that'll be a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Aaron Rodgers surveyed, pressure coming, sacked, fumble, ball's out, the Lions are going to recover it. Can he go? He's probably going to hit that D-tackle slowdown right around maybe the 40. There he does, slowing down, but they're kind of slowing down too. They do shoelace tackle him there at about the 13. Wow! And so Baker Mayfield's going to get set up with incredible field position here after the defense was really, allowing the Packers to do whatever they wanted, but then a sack strip fumble of Aaron Rodgers leads to the Lions coming out with incredible field position here. Now ace formation for Baker Mayfield, under center, back to pass, surveying, pressure coming, but it throws it over the middle to his tight end, and Hawkinson comes away with that one for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Now handing it off to Swift, and Swift gets tackled very quickly. Loss of 1 on that one. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Now from the 9-yard line. As the Packers defense swallowed that one very quickly. Baker Mayfield now out of the gun, 3rd and 7. Back to pass. He's got a man out to the outside. Hawkinson with some work to do, and he does it. Gets past the line to gain as he cut up field. That'll bring up a 1st and goal now from the 2. Hey, welcome in, V. Wilson. Back to pass. Out to the outside, wide open Hawkinson. That's an easy touchdown for these Lions as they take the early lead in this ballgame. It looked like the Packers were going to do that with a very consistent drive downfield, but a strip sack fumble leads to a very easy field position score here as Hawkinson was wide open on that touchdown attempt. And V. Wilson, this one got voted easily into the game of the week. Had by far the most votes for the NFC game. So bringing you your Lions as requested, and do appreciate you watching and voting. So now 7-0 for the Lions in the early goings of this one, and right out the gate, you thought the Packers were going to start with that 7-0 lead, but it got very quickly flipped on a turnover, and here we are with the Lions doing the damage. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Go Browns. Look at the NFC playoff pictures there for you. So Aaron Rodgers on his second drive, starting from his 25 again, hands the ball off to Jones, working up the middle, and gets a few yards before being tackled there. Call it pickup of 4 for Jones. Aaron Rodgers under center, Jones to his right hip, back to pass, pressure coming, he's going to get sacked again. That's his second sack of the day. Of course, that time able to hold on to the ball, being the big difference. But the pressure getting home yet again for the Lions. We're going to see that coming out from the right tackle side, really just whiffing on the block. Out is the right tackle, so pressure gets home as Harris comes away with a sack. Thank you, V. Wilson. Appreciate that. We love bringing the content. We really enjoy doing this. 3rd and 14 now after the sack. Out of the gun. Back to pass. Surveying. Pressure kind of coming, and he tries to hit his man, that's Sammy Watkins, but unable to corral it, so that one's going to drop incomplete. 4th and 14. So Baker Mayfield's going to get his second attempt, second drive going here from the 37 after the punt. And as you can see, the momentum pretty solidly in Detroit's favor as the defense stood tall on that last drive for the Packers. Now Swift quickly tackled in the backfield there. Loss of 4 on that TFL. And Gary getting in there and creating some havoc in the backfield for the Packers. Really nobody blocking Gary as he just kind of fought off of a block to get upfield and make a tackle in that backfield. Now a little power eye look for the Lions. Baker under center, 2nd and 13. We'll hand off to Swift up the middle. He's working quickly up the line and regaining that yards plus those yards plus some. Pickup of about 7 there, 3rd and 6. Back to pass out of the gun. He's got a man out to the outside, Hawkinson again. And Hawkinson makes a nice grab there to come away with his 4th reception. Now 22 yards on the day for him. And the young sophomore corner Stokes makes the tackle on the big tight end. Hey, 504, welcome in. So 1st and 10 for Baker. Emptying out the backfield, 5 men out wide in the pattern. Back to pass. You're going to hit his tight end out on the outside. That's the 2nd tight end. And that one is good for a pickup of 6 after Mitchell receives that throw. Over the middle, that's Hawkinson again. A big pickup quickly on that one. And another 1st down for these Lions. So they're driving pretty effectively here down the field. Now on the 29-yard line, as they have quickly built momentum in this game after that pivotal strip sack fumble that got returned down to the 13 and set up that first early strike for these Lions. Out of the gun. Bunch formation to the right. Swift on the left hip. Little handoff to Swift up the middle, working up through the line. It takes contact pretty early and a pickup of 2. Second and 8 now for the Lions. Baker Mayfield out of the gun. Got the snap. Back to pass. Out to the outside. Got a man, and a bit lazy on that was the receiver. Luckily the defender wasn't able to make a play. But that one they're going to say was out of bounds also. I didn't catch that initially, but apparently he was out of bounds and unable to come away with a catch. So they'll be stuck with a 3rd and 8 here for Baker Mayfield. Tight bunch formation to the left. Back to pass, Baker Mayfield. Unloading deep. He's got a man down there. Did he catch it? No, he did not. Incomplete. And that'll set up a long field goal attempt here for Austin Seibert. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Lions will add to their lead here, 10-0 in this one, as they were stymied a bit there after what had set up initially to be a pretty good drive. So kick is away, and the Packers will be content to take a knee there in the end zone, which will set up that touchback, and Aaron Rodgers will once again start from his 25, and he's going to be looking to do something a little more effective on his 3rd drive here, as the last one was quickly going the wrong way. Brings the man in motion under center, back to pass, and pressure coming. He's going to get sacked again, and that is the 3rd sack now on Aaron Rodgers. So those sacks have been devastating for this D-line. Or for this the Packers O-line, as the pressure has been getting to Aaron Rodgers quickly here, and Ozerekri is in there quickly to take that sack, or to sack Aaron Rodgers. Second and 17 now. Back to pass out of the gun. He's setting up a screen, but throws it over the head of his running back. And Jones couldn't come away with that one, so it falls harmlessly to the turf. So 3rd and 17 now. Aaron Rodgers unloading. He's got a man with a step. He's got the ball. Nice catch out on the outside. And what a beautiful touch pass to just drop it in the bucket to his receiver, Dobbs. And that was a sweet little throw. Look at this one again as Aaron Rodgers unloads it out to the outside. He's actually got 2 men in coverage there, the linebacker and the corner. But a one-handed grab from Dobbs comes up with a beautiful catch. 1st and 10 now past midfield for the Packers. Pressure coming, and he's going to take his 4th sack there quickly, coming up with another sack, and that's Hutchinson on the sack. And that was you know, again, unblocked out on the perimeter. You gotta block him. He is way too dangerous, as he kind of took, you know, most of his first few steps upfield, then cut towards the quarterback there. That was an unusual pass rush angle, but it worked out in this case. 2nd and 16. Back to pass. Aaron Rodgers unloads to the left side. He's got his man. And he is now 6 of 9 for 110 yards as Aaron Rodgers. And that one good for a first down. And the first time that we've seen Lazard, excuse me, not good for a first down. That was only 6 yards. The first time we've seen Lazard in on the action here for the Packers. Back to pass. And out to the outside. He's got Cobb on the perimeter. And that one will be good for a first down. And Aaron Rodgers back in the zone here for the Packers. We'll hand off up the middle to Jones. And a little bit of tough sledding up the middle there. Now 5 carries for 16 yards for Jones. Only 2 there. Jones again up the center. This time he's got some room to work. Gets to the second level and is going to be tackled near the line to gain. 3rd and 1. Under center for Aaron Rodgers. Single back on the 11 personnel out to the outside. Jones quickly tackled in the backfield will bring up the 4th down and likely the field goal unit to the field on 4th and 2. As you can see, the Packers O-line really struggling to contain this D-line for the Lions, who has been very active early. 4 sacks, and Packers are going to go for it here. 4th and 2. All right, a little bit aggressive for the Packers, and they're going to take the handoff, and he is going to get stuffed short of the line. Jones unable to come up with anything, so that one is going to be a turnover on downs, and the Packers are going to end that drive with no points. Back to pass, Baker Mayfield out to the outside. He's got Hawkinson. The Lions' defense has been incredible this year. That's a big part of why they've been so successful on the season. They're so hot. I don't know that they're top-rated necessarily. I have no idea where they're at in terms of production for the defensive stats and where they stack up in the NFL. But they've certainly been very good. Every time we've seen them, they have been very, very good. Lots of pressure, lots of sacks, and some nice turnovers. 3rd and 4 now. Baker Mayfield back to pass. Over the middle, he's got his man and unloads it over the middle to pick up a first down on 3rd. So a nice little strike there from Baker Mayfield, and that's Amon-Ra St. Brown on the reception. As the sophomore player was obviously very good last year for these Lions, really had a bit of a breakout season and has continued to do so here in our sim, being very productive for these Lions. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff, and Baker Mayfield throws out to the outside wide open and breaking a tackle out to the outside. Nice little run after catch there for Williams, who was very effective with the ball in his hands there, catching the ball out on the outside and then making a guy miss a tackle, which was nicely done. You can see wide open here, and then just fighting through the tackle of Douglas, just kind of shoved him out of the way. And that was an impressive play for Williams. 1st and 10 now, I formation, under center. Little handoff out to the outside to Swift. Swift is going to get tackled on the 2nd level. And that one goes for 5. Trips to the left now, out of the gun. Swift on the right hip for Baker Mayfield. And a handoff to Swift, and he is going to get tackled very quickly there. Not much gained as the linebacker flowed into the hole quickly, and we'll call that a no gain. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Baker Mayfield. Pressure coming. He's scrambling, trying to get away, and the pressure's going to get home, and he'll get sacked. Clark on the tackle or on the sack rather, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 16, and the Lions are going to punt. As you can see, Kenny Clark getting home. So the punt is away, and they decide not to field that one, so it's going to trickle out of bounds at the 4. Nice punt there for the Lions. Will set up difficult field position here for the Packers, with Aaron Rodgers starting from his own 4-yard line. So look at the sacks here. We've seen Hutchinson, we've seen Ozareki. A number of good sacks there for the Lions. That pressure has been very effective. We'll see if they have more here. Little handoff up the middle, and there it is. Run stuff as he came quickly off that block and made an incredible tackle. That was quite the pop he threw. That was on Zareki again. Now 2nd and 10 after the no gain for Jones. Under center. High formation. We'll hand off up the middle to Jones again. Quickly tackled in the backfield. Again, this O-line struggling to create any movement up front whatsoever. And that was McNeil on the tackle as he gets his name called for the first time today. And nice little play breaking off the block was for Lee McNeil. And now 3rd and 10 for the Packers. We'll hand off to Jones, and he is going to get quickly tackled again. So a 3 and out here as the Lions defense stands firm and not allowing hardly any movement of the ball, and really forcing this punt now from the 8. They only allowed 4 yards on that drive, so 3 and out. And the Lions going to have the ball yet again in the early goings of this game. Now 10.5 minutes left in the half. Packers to punt. The punt is away, and under it is the Lions return man. Not sure who that was. 1st and 10 now for the Lions. Yeah, certainly have been very, very good. Out of the gun, trips formation to the right. Empty backfield. And unloading to the right goes Baker Mayfield to his tight end. And that one goes for 6 as Mitchell is on the reception. Out of the gun again. Swift to the right hip. Back to pass. He's got a man, and that's Swift out on the little swing pass, and he's going to get a bunch of yards after catch up the sideline. There's a little swing pass out of the backfield there for DeAndre Swift. Really nobody there to cover him, and he picks up 29 on the little swing pass. Nobody came out to cover him out of the backfield, so Baker just hit him easily, and lots of room to run after the catch. Jamison Williams, thank you. Appreciate that. Baker out of the gun. Back to pass, pressure coming. He's setting up a screen. He's got Swift out on the outside, and Swift makes one man miss and then out of bounds. As a little spin maneuver there, but it does pick up a first down on that little screen pass. Now emptying the backfield out of the gun. Baker pressure coming. He's working backwards, and he's going to get sacked. A big, big sack as Baker really had nowhere to go and apparently couldn't find anybody downfield as he just took a huge sack as he was trying to escape pressure, but ended up working backwards and taking more sack yardage. You're going to see another look at it here. There was nowhere for him to get outside, and unable to climb the pocket as the pressure was right there, and they're going to credit Lowry with that sack. So Baker Mayfield's going to empty it out again out of the gun. 2nd and 24. Back to pass. Pressure coming, he's working backwards again, and another big, ugly sack backwards. Why are you running backwards, Baker? Stop running backwards. These backward sacks are ugly. 3rd and 38 now, as Baker is really gonna have, I don't know, not many 38-yard plays in the playbook here. So we'll see what they choose to do. But out of the gun, at least this time they've got Swift to help protect a little bit. But the pressure's coming, and he's going to take 3 sacks in a row. Yuck. Yuck. And now Gary in on a sack. So we're going to set up the good old 4th and 50. Wow. A 4th and 50 from the 50. And the punt is away. Hey, JMD, welcome in. But a beautiful punt. So they're going to back them out to the 5. And the Lions do it again as they pin the Packers back inside their own 5-yard line once again for second consecutive drive. And yeah, I don't like seeing that. I hate the running backwards sacks. Those are the worst, and they crop up every once in a while. We thought we had generally legislated them out of the game, but unfortunately they are still a thing occasionally. We haven't seen them quite that consistently. 3 in a row like that was brutal. So maybe it's just a Baker Mayfield thing. I don't know. Back pass, 2nd and 6, out to the outside. He's got his tight end out there. And that one for a pickup of 4. Yeah, apparently legislated out of the game for everyone but Baker. Good point. Out to the outside, he's got Jones out there. And he's going to pick up an easy first down. Does Jones out of the backfield. So Aaron Rodgers still in the zone here in the gun. Jones on his left hip. Back to pass. He's throwing over the middle quickly, and he's got his receiver. And that one is going to pick up a first down again as Lazard picked that one up. Or, excuse me, Sammy Watkins is 11 and picks that one up. And fighting through a bunch of tacklers is Jones on this handoff. A nice little run there up the middle. Now 13 rushes for him on the day. It brings up a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Pressure coming, setting up a screen. And I don't know what that throw was, but ugly nonetheless. 3rd and 2 on the ugly screen setup. Going incomplete. Back to pass, Aaron Rodgers. Scrambling out to the outside, escaping out of the pocket. Is he going to run with it? He is. Out to the outside. He's got the sideline and then gets knocked out of bounds there after gaining the first down and a bunch more. So now 53 yards rushing on the day for the Packers, and that one by the feet of Aaron Rodgers, who, he just manages to get to the outside, breaks the contain, and then is still looking downfield, but the defense was kind of slow to react because I don't think they thought he was going to run with it, but he did, and picked up that first down with his feet. Now changing the formations is Aaron Rodgers going to be under center, single back, and a trips bunch formation right, tight. Back to pass. And throwing over the center, he's got Lazard. And Lazard is going to pick up, I think, another first down. His second reception of 22. It was a first down, so just enough to get over the line for Lazard. 1st and 10 Packers. Single back in the backfield is Jones. Jones gets that handoff, and he's going to get tackled after a pickup of about 2. 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Back to pass. He's got a man out to the outside, and that was Lazard again. 1st and goal now. So the Packers finally getting something going here on offense. Back to pass, pressure coming, and that's how it broke down last time they had a successful drive. Was a nice pressure from this D-line, and last time, of course, was the first drive of the game where it ended up in that big strip sack and returned all the way back to the 13. This one not a fumble, but certainly a sack and a big play for this defense. Second and goal. Out of the gun. Hands off to Jones up the middle. Some room to work, and he's going to get up to that second level quickly as he was bouncing off a few tacklers in the middle there. Is Jones. A pickup of 8. Third and goal from the 5. A bunch formation to the left under center. Single back. Jones to the, Aaron Rodgers to the outside, and the touchdown to Tanyan, the big tight end, who's going to get in, and Green Bay is going to get on the board with their first touchdown of the day. And Tanyan had a lot of room to work with here. Aaron Rodgers recognized that pretty early, and then Tanyan just had to catch and then force the ball over the line with his turn upfield. And does successfully do so there as the defense was kind of trailing from, deep pursuit there. They were way behind Tanyan, and Tanyan able to get it over the line easily for that touchdown. So, after touchdown, it makes this a 10-7 ball game now as Green Bay claws their way onto the board and within 3. So, Packers will kick. Detroit will take the ball in their own end zone and take a touchback there after the kneel. So, Baker Mayfield will take over from his own 25 with 1:56 left in the half. We'll see how he does here on this 2-minute drive. Hopefully not a repeat of the backwards sack action that resulted in a 4th and 50 on the last drive. Empty backfield, trips to the right. Out of the gun, back to pass. Unloading is Baker. He sees something. He's got a man with a step, and dropping it is Swift. Oh no! He had it in his hands, and that should have been a touchdown. He had 2 steps and the ball in the bucket. What a great throw from Baker, but Swift can't come away with it, so he dumps it off to the outside here on the next play. That time he redeems himself a bit, does Swift, catching the ball, but that one only good for 5. The last one would have been a touchdown easily. You got to catch those easy balls. He makes a more difficult catch there to Swift, but the easy ball in the breadbasket, and he just can't come away with it. That's unfortunate. 3rd and 5. Pressure coming, and he's going to take yet another sack as he had no time to react. That pressure was right in his face immediately. Nobody there to pick up the blitzing linebacker. 4th and 15, and Detroit will punt. And that should have been a touchdown, folks. I mean, obviously we ended up with a 3-and-out instead, but that should have been a strike for the Lions as Swift just inexplicably dropping it. He had the step, he had the ball. It was beautiful from Baker, just put it right on him, and just a concentration error there from Swift as he was unable to reel it in. Out of the gun, Aaron Rodgers, 1:30, so he's got plenty of time to put together his own 2-minute drive here as he gets it out to Tanyan for a pickup of 9. 2nd and 1. Back to pass, Aaron Rodgers working up the pocket and then swinging it outside to Jones. And Jones will actually lose a yard there, now 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2 here, 1:16 left in the half. Out of the gun is Aaron Rodgers, back to pass. Over the middle, he's got a man, and Cobb comes away with that one for a first down, but clock is ticking, and they're going to hurry up to the line. Now under a minute to play. Over the middle, he's got Tanyan again. Tanyan down to the 29-yard line, and now the Packers will take a timeout. After the quick strike over the middle on the hurry-up play, and Tanyan reels in a first down, his 3rd reception for 31 yards now for Tanyan. 1st and 10. Back to pass. Over towards the sideline, and he's got Cobb again out towards the sideline, but he did not get out of bounds, tackled inbounds. Clock continues ticking, 45 seconds and counting. now for the Packers. So under center is Aaron Rodgers. 30 seconds left in the half. Back to pass. Climbing the pocket, pressure coming. He's going to take a big sack as that pressure got home, and Lee McNeil credited with that sack. And now a timeout taken by the Packers after the sack. And they're going to just set up for a field goal here on 2nd and 16 with 16 ticks left. I'm not sure why you'd go for a field goal just quite that early. I feel like on 2nd down, even though it's 2nd and 16, that you might at least take a shot or two to the end zone. If it ends up incomplete, great. It stops the clock. But if you get a touchdown, obviously that's preferred to just tying the game 10-10 here going into half. And then, of course, if you don't make the shots at the end zone, then kick the field goal on 4th down. Since there is still plenty of time to take a crack or two. Swift's going to carry that ball for 3, and that one will take us to halftime here, and we have a tied ball game, 10-10 at half. So these NFC North rivals going toe-to-toe, blow for blow so far in this one, as the Detroit Lions defense has really stymied these Green Bay Packers so far in the early goings of this one, with lots of sacks, although the Green Bay defense has responded as well with quite a few sacks on Baker Mayfield as well. All right, so here we go for the second half. Green Bay to kick. And Detroit will field it and return it out from their end zone, and they're going to get out to the 24-yard line before being tackled. So that's where Baker Mayfield will take over from his own 24 in a 10-10 ball game at the start of the second half. It has been a good game. Baker out of the gun, has the snap, back to pass, out to the outside. He's got a man and does connect out there to the outside. And that will bring up a 2nd and inches. Now, under center, single back is Swift. Swift gets the handoff, but looks like he won't. Oh, no, they're going to give him forward progress on that. He does indeed pick up the first down. I wasn't sure he made it, but in fact he did. 1st and 10 now. Back to pass. Baker finds a man out to the outside and unloads to him. That's Hawkinson again, as he has been involved quite a bit in this game. His 7th reception for 49 yards. 2nd and 4 after that pickup of 6th. Handoff to Swift up the middle, working through some tacklers, bouncing off tacklers. Little pinball action there for Swift, and picking up a first down after that nice physical run from Swift. 1st and 10, 13 and change in the third quarter. Under center, Swift the single back. Brings the man in motion, and a little jet sweep action to that man in motion. And that was Amon-Ra St. Brown on the little jet sweep action. And Savage in on the tackle, 2nd and 4. Ace formation, back to passes Baker. He's got a man out to the outside and catches Williams there right in the numbers. And Williams with his 2nd reception of the ball game brings up another first down for these Lions. Out of the gun, handoff to Swift. He's going to get tackled in the backfield there very quickly. That pressure getting through the O-line, and that one resulting in a TFL, loss of 1. Going to see that coming down off the right DN position and really working down the line for Smith, and he just buries Swift. A little quick pop pass out to the outside. That was a little RPO action for Baker Mayfield. Looked like he was going to go to the handoff and then decided to throw it to the outside instead, but no gain there. And Jair Alexander quickly swallowing that one up. 3rd and 11 over the middle. He's got his man, Amon-Ra St. Brown, with another reception, and that one good for a first down. His second reception of the ball game for 19 yards now. A nice little strike over the middle here for Baker, as you're going to see that one again. Just hitting Amon-Ra in stride. A little St. Brown on St. Brown action in this game as Equimanius is on the other side. Ooh, that one up in the air. Looked like Williams had a chance for it, but just not able to come away with the catch. He had it right at the little pylon, but unable to come up with the catch there. So empty backfield here for Baker. Back to pass, pressure coming, and he's going to back up and fumble. And the Lions fortunate to recover that one. But that was an ugly backwards sack fumble as a lineman bails Baker out on that one. You're going to see the fumble come. It's just stripped right out of his hands as 3 Packers in his face. And Baker's unable to hold on to the ball, but fortunate to get it back here, 3rd and 21. Setting up the screen, and he's just going to take another ugly sack. Woof! As Smith gets home, 4th and 33. And I don't know what's going on with the O-line and with Baker. Baker obviously running backwards quite a bit. O-line allowing a lot of pressure now. They started pretty well, but I mean that one was supposed to be a screen, so you're supposed to let the pressure come, but Baker's got to get rid of that, and instead just kind of backpedals into an ugly, ugly sack. And so a 4th and 33, obviously a little punt here from midfield, and the punt is away. And this one not nearly as good as the previous 2, which had pinned Aaron Rodgers back inside of the 5 both times. This one goes out of bounds at the 21. So now with momentum in his favor, Aaron Rodgers is going to hand off to Jones, and bouncing through some tacklers there at the line of scrimmage, getting a yard or 2, call it 2 yards. 2nd and 8 after the Jones carry. Now trips formation to the left for Aaron Rodgers out of the gun. Throws quickly out to that trips. He's got Randall Cobb. And Cobb with a 4-yard pickup on his 6th reception of this ball game. He has 63 yards. 3rd and 6, out of the gun, back to pass. Over the middle, he's got a man, and connecting with his big tight end up there is Rodgers. That's the 2nd tight end, Daubs. His 2nd reception of the day will be good for a first down for the Packers. See a nice throw there from Aaron Rodgers. That's kind of a cool view of it, but very nice throw, well timed to put it right on Dobbs. 1st and 10 now. Empty backfield for Rodgers out of the gun passing. He's got Tanyan out to the outside breaking a tackle and then getting out of bounds is Tanyan, pickup of 6, his 4th reception of the ball game. 2nd and 4 now. Aaron Rodgers near the midfield stripe out of the gun. 6:50 in the ball game. Or excuse me, not in the ball game, in the 3rd quarter. As that one was broken up by the linebacker. 3rd and 4 now for Aaron Rodgers. Out of the gun again. Back to pass. He's got it over the middle to Cobb, and Cobb is going to pick up that first down easily. Now 7 receptions for 72 yards here for Randall Cobb, as the veteran has been very active in this ball game. really being the possession receiver here for Aaron Rodgers, finding ways to get open underneath. Out of the gun, 1st and 10. Handoff to Jones, who is going to work his way out to the outside. Nice little read there to bounce initially and then cut upfield. But a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Pressure coming and he unloads. He's got a man and Lazard on the reception. Or excuse me, Watkins. I keep confusing those two. Watkins on the reception. And that his 3rd reception of the ball game, 57 yards for him, and another Packers first down. That was a really nice throw there to Sammy Watkins. Under center, fakes the handoff to Jones and then unloads it. He's got Randall Cobb again, another first down, and now starting at the 3 here, 1st and goal. And he's got an easy touchdown to Cobb. Nobody covered him, and he's just sitting there all alone. And Rodgers just finds him very, very quickly and puts it right on him, completely uncontested in the end zone there. And that will give the Packers their first lead of the ball game. So we'll have another Packers touchdown here off to that drive, which was just a very efficient drive, really just working downfield very effectively. Positive plays after positive play, and a lot of strung together first downs leading to another 7. And that's 17 unanswered points for these Green Bay Packers, as the Lions offense has kind of gone into a bit of a coma here in this game. They're really kind of stuttering hard with lots of sacks of Baker Mayfield, and they've got to figure something out on the O-line and get some production going. This is going to be an important response drive because all of the momentum is firmly in the Packers' side here. And yeah, I agree, V. Wilson. They absolutely let Aaron Rodgers get hot, and he's been very, very good in the last several minutes of gameplay. Now hand off to Swift up the middle. He is working through some tacklers and does go down after a pickup of 6, 2nd and 4. Emptying out the backfield, and I'm not sure if you're the Lions you want to do this right now. This has been very dangerous as they've been getting to Baker a lot in this empty set, but this time he does get it away. He's got a man out on the outside, but I don't think he got his feet down in bounds. He did not, so 3rd and 4 here for the Lions. Back to pass, Baker. Pressure coming, and working backwards, but he does go downfield. He's got a man. Did he catch it? I don't know. Yes, they're going to say he got that inbounds, and that a critical first down as DJ Chark is able to come away with the ball on a nice contested catch out on the outside. So DJ unable to corral the last one inbounds, but this one he was able to come up and help Baker complete with that nice high point, and then you can see the... Ooh, I don't know. I'm not so sure that was in. His knee came out of bounds, but they're not going to contest it. I'm surprised they gave him credit for that. 1st and 10 now, and the next snap done, so it's official. That one goes, even though I don't think he was actually inbounds. 2nd and 8 after a pickup of 2 from Swift. Now emptying the backfield again dangerously. Pressure coming, and he unloads, and he's got a man, and working around the defense is nicely done from Williams. Touchdown, Lions! Wow, what a turnaround that was, as Williams just had the ball in his hands and turned the way that the defender did not expect. The defender missed the tackle completely, and just like that, the Lions are right back in this one, tying it back up at 17. Nice strike from Baker, who... really a nice throw under pressure, and just the turnaround, unexpected direction for the defender, and Williams just went right around him, right to the end zone. That was pretty wild. I thought for sure he was going to get tackled right away, but Williams made a nice little play to just spin the other way, and then was uncontested to that end zone. 17 all. So returned out here by the Packers to the 28-yard line. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 for Aaron Rodgers. And they're going to have to find a way here, these Lions. They're going to have to find a way to tamp down Aaron Rodgers. This defense hopefully will respond to that offensive production that they got going, because they need to slow that man down. He has been very, very good of late. 1st and 10 now under center is Aaron Rodgers. Handoff up the middle to Jones, and Jones is going to get a few, call it 3 or 4 actually on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Now under center, single back. Out to the outside, and unable to get much further downfield is DeGara, and that brings up a 3rd and 2. As DeGara, you can see him out there on the little tight end flat route. 3rd and 2 here for Aaron Rodgers. I formation. Handoff to Jones is going to go nowhere, and the defense stands tall on this drive and is going to force a punt from the 37 on 4th and 1. So after their offense responds in a big way, finding ways to get the ball downfield, the defense stands tall as well, and that's kind of more what they had been doing earlier in the game. So good to see them back out there and firing on all cylinders again. So the Packers are going to punt after that 3 and out. Williams has the ball, but is going to be very quickly tackled there. So ace formation here for Baker and the Lions under center. He's going to hand it off to Swift, and that was blown up very quickly by the Packers defense. TFL for a loss of 3, and Barnes in uncontested out on the outside. And Swift got absolutely nowhere after receiving that handoff. He really took the contact almost immediately after getting the ball. So 2nd and 13, now out of the gun is Baker Mayfield. Swift did his hit. Low snap, but a handoff to Swift works. He's got to the outside. He's got room to run to the 40, to the 45, and then out of bounds. And what a hole that was. Nicely read by Swift to bounce it to the outside, and just all kinds of room to run. And that was the best run of the day for either team, as you're going to see that one well blocked. And then all kinds of room. The pursuit does eventually get to him out there, but not before he is out of bounds at the 45-yard line on a big, big pickup. And finally, something going on the ground game. Two receivers either side. Baker's going to change the formation, bring it in to a bit more of an ace look out of the gun. Swift on the left hip. Pressure coming, but unloading to the outside. He's got his man, and that's Williams on the short reception for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. So that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. So now in the 4th quarter, Baker under center with Swift single back to pass. He's got a man, DJ Chark, there out on the outside. Kind of threw it to the inside of him. He might have had more yardage if he had put it on the correct side, but instead DJ Chark had to adjust to the ball, and then he's quickly tackled after that adjustment. But he does gain a 1st down here for the Lions. I guess he was kind of throwing it to the backside because the defender was over there. I hadn't seen him initially, but the defender over there, so not so bad of a throw, I guess, for Baker, kind of throwing him to the protected side of DJ Chark. Out to the outside, he's got Swift out on the perimeter, and the little swing pass is complete for 9, a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1, under center is Baker. A little fake the handoff to Swift, back to pass on the play action, and finally some good blocking, and then Baker just throws it out and away after not finding anyone available downfield. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 1, I formation. Little handoff to the fullback, and he's got a first down. Little fullback love there in that I formation, and that was Jefferson. On a first down. And lots of room to rumble there up the middle as the defense was caught a bit flat-footed, not expecting the up man to get the handoff on that one. First and 10 now for Baker out of the gun. Swift to the right hip, back to pass. And broken up there, unable to clear the passing lane is Baker, and throws it right into the outstretched arms of the rushing D lineman. Pressure coming, and this one's going to end up in a big, big sack. 3rd and 21 now for Baker and these Lions. And this is going to be an important down because obviously they would really like to go ahead here on this drive after they'd been productive most of the way down the field. And certainly would like to convert this and score 6, which would put you in a much better position considering that Aaron Rodgers is on the other side of the ball. Now trips formation to the left. Looked like somebody moved a bit early there. It is, in fact, a false start. And that, not the direction you want to be heading here, especially already 3rd and long. You just made it 3rd and longer, which is not what you want here. 3rd and 26, in fact. Pressure coming. And Baker unloads. He's got a man with work to do, but he's right near the line to gain. Unfortunately, tackled is Hawkinson, but tackled 3 yards short. I thought for a moment that T.J. Hawkinson would be able to get to the line to gain, but just unable to do so, and getting almost all those yards. And then now suddenly that 5-yard penalty looms large, as that would have been a first down for a 3rd and 21, but not a first down on 3rd and 26. And so the Lions will have to settle for a field goal here, and that hurts. That 5-yard penalty, so big. So, we'll see how much that hurts them in the long run, but now 20-17 as the Lions retake the lead and kick away, which will result in a touchback. And Aaron Rodgers will take over with the ball on his own 25. Out of the gun, handoff to Jones, and quickly tackled in the backfield by Hawkinson for a TFL. Excuse me, that was Anzalone on the TFL, coming up out of his linebacker position. Second and 11 out of the gun, back to pass, and over the middle he's got his tight end, and Tanyan is able to pick up most of those yards again for his 5th reception, 3rd and 2. Yeah, I agree. The Packers D-line is going to be very good this year, Phil. So we'll see how it actually turns out in reality, but I expect they're going to be a very good unit. Hey, Applied, welcome in. Best month of the year, huh? All right, all right. I presume this is a birthday month for you. It would sound the most likely, or you just love your summertime. You love the hot July weather. 1st and 10 now out of the gun, Aaron Rodgers. Little fake handoff to Jones, and then working up the pocket. He's going to escape the pocket and get a first down by virtue of his legs. That's his second run, both for first downs, and catching the defense napping a bit. Not expecting Aaron Rodgers to take off, but he does. That time climbing the pocket and finding a good gap to just escape and gain a first down and slide just past the line to gain. Yeah, that all makes sense, absolutely. 4th of July is always a great holiday. I love the fireworks. The weather is good usually. A little RPO for Aaron Rodgers this time out to the outside. And quickly dumped off to Cobb for a pickup of 2. But yes, the 4th is great, the weather is great, and then, happy early birthday there for you, Applied. We'll hand off up the middle. Jones, big gap after he made it past the first line, and then to the second, and then tackled, but not before a first down is achieved for the Packers, as they are now marching down the field again with 9 minutes left in the ball game. Another first down for the Packers. Well inside of Detroit's territory now. Out of the gun is Aaron Rodgers from the 35. Back to pass. He's got a man to the outside, but the flag is down. I think they might have hit him late. That's to Cobb. We'll see what the penalty is. They did hit him late. And that is going to be an easy first down here. Gifted, and Hutchinson, the guilty party, and a gifted first down for Aaron Rodgers. You don't want to be doing that, especially with him in the zone. 1st and 10 from the 16 now. Pressure coming. And then the sack's going to get home, and that one right in Aaron Rodgers' face before he had a chance to unload it. And Unzarecki again in on the tackle, and that one, I think, his second sack of the ball game. Hey, Bacon, welcome in. Yes, and training camp at the end of July, too. Always something to look forward to. Back to pass is Aaron Rodgers, and a quick dump off out to the outside from Rodgers. That will get him back to the original line of scrimmage to his second tight end, Dowds. 3rd and 10 now. Pressure coming and unloading incomplete is Aaron Rodgers. So they're going to settle for a ball game tying field goal. And that sack really was huge there because it looked like Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers were going to just march down the field and score a touchdown to go ahead. But instead, Crosby comes out to tie the ball game out. So the Lions really dodging a bullet. That the Packers were only able to score a field goal there to tie, and that 5-yard penalty on the false start was not as big of a factor, or at least so far, as it potentially could have been. We'll see how the rest resolves with 7:25 left in the ball game. A 20-20 game, and Baker Mayfield coming back out on the field. Now 23 of 31 in the ball game for 285 and 2 touchdowns. Little ace formation for Baker under center. Takes the snap. He's handing it off to Swift, who is quickly tackled off to the left side there. His 15th carry of the ball game, now 55 yards for him. No gain on that one, though. 2nd and 10. Back to pass is Baker. He throws it out to the swing to Swift, and the dump off is good for a pickup of 7, 3rd and 3. Handoff to Swift again, working towards the line to gain, and he's got it. Nice little physical run there in the middle for Swift as he was just kind of working through some tacklers, trying to get his way to that first down yard line, and he does. A first down for the Lions. After that, nice physical run. Now under center, ace formation for Baker. Back to pass, fakes one, and then throws to the outside. He's got his man out there That is Amon-Ra St. Brown with a pickup of 9. Now 204 passing yards for these Detroit Lions. 2nd and 1. Back to pass. He's got a man wide open over the middle. DJ Chark with the first down. And that one just a strike to DJ, finding his way underneath in the middle of that zone into a big gap. And Baker just put it right on him for another big first down for these Lions. So now the clock becomes a big factor in this ball game with 5 minutes here, and the Lions driving. Obviously, the defense has struggled a bit with Aaron Rodgers of late, so ideally you want to use as much of these 4 minutes as you can while going ahead by a touchdown here. So back to pass is Baker. And then taking a big sack is Baker as the pressure gets home yet again, and that is certainly, I mean, obviously the clock will run after that, but that's not the way you want to set up with a big sack here and setting up a 2nd and long with this 2nd and 18 after yet another sack on Baker Mayfield. Hey, welcome in, Chris G. Yeah, lots and lots of sacks. So he's been under duress, and unfortunately he's done some damage to himself by working backwards for those sacks, a bunch of them. So this one unloaded underneath DJ Chark, who's going to gain a bunch of the yardage back. So that was a good production there on second down to bring up a reasonable 3rd and 6. But yes, he's been very effective when he's been throwing and not under duress. He's been very good when he does unload the ball. Back to pass, pressure coming. He's going to take yet another sack. And Lowry in 3.5 for him on the day, as he has been in Baker's face all day long. And this, not the drive that you were looking for Detroit, as Baker Mayfield gets sacked too many times. And that is going to result in a punt here and giving Aaron Rodgers a chance to potentially come up with a put-away drive. So they've got to stand tall on defense here. 3 minutes left in this ball game. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers at the helm, very unfortunate as that one trickles into the end zone from Fox, which is the last thing you want to have happen is give Aaron Rodgers, a touchback here to work from the 20 instead of just inside of the, or somewhere near the 1 yard line where it had initially dropped. Yeah, apparently Madden thinks so, because he did that. That happened a lot for us too, when Baker Mayfield was our quarterback in the sim. Little completion out to the outside to DeGuara. 2nd and 4 after the pickup of 6. A little handoff to Jones, very quickly tackled, and that was a good response there as they swallowed him up pretty much as Pascal there, swallowing Jones up at the mesh point. Really before Aaron Rodgers had fully given up the ball almost, and Pascal was right there. Third and 8 after that TFL will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So, 3rd and 8 here after the 2-minute warning in a 2020 ball game, and Aaron Rodgers on the drive. Now, escaping to the outside, throwing to his tight end, Tanyan, and that one is not going to be enough, so a quick timeout taken, assumed by Detroit, as they're going to get the ball back here with 1:53 and the punt. So the defense stands tall as you wanted from Detroit, and so the Packers forced to punt it away. Fair catch there from Williams. And so Detroit will have it, and we'll see what Baker Mayfield can do from the 32-yard line in a 2020 ball game. And under 2 minutes to play, 1.5 minutes, essentially, of play clock left to play with. A little more than 1.5 minutes, 1:48. On a 1st and 10, out of the gun. Back to pass, pressure coming, trying to set up a screen. He does, and then inexplicably diving to catch the ball because it was a terrible throw, but then getting up, and the end result is no gain on the screen pass. 2nd and 10. Out on the outside to Swift again, and again, hardly anything gained. Call it no gain again. So 2 receptions in a row for Swift, but nothing gained. 3rd and 10 here. So underneath, and that with a lot of work to do to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that's going to be a timeout opportunity for the Packers to stop the clock now, and the Lions to punt, as the Lions did absolutely nothing on that drive, going quickly 3 and out and hardly wasting any clock. But a good punt from Fox gets it down to the 15-yard line at least. So Aaron Rodgers is going to have a lot of work to do in 1 minute and 10 from his own 15 in a 2020 ball game. Aaron Rodgers out of the gun. Back to pass. He's got a man over the middle. He connects with that man, and that's Cobb, who sneakily gets the ball away from the defender who was in a good position to make a play but unable. 1st and 10, back to pass for Aaron Rodgers. Over the middle again, he's got Jones. That one a short pickup. Call it a pickup of 3, 2nd and 7, and they'll hurry to the line. Back to pass for Aaron Rodgers. All kinds of time as nobody able to get anything done. He's just standing there over the middle finally, and he's got a man coming back to the ball, and that's the veteran Cobb. And finally a timeout taken here by the Packers. 22 seconds left, and they're almost within field goal range, which would put this one away. Pressure coming, and a sack coming in huge time! Boom! That was the sack they needed. Detroit gets away here with Aaron Rodgers pushed out of field goal range. And now, 2nd and 20 with 5 ticks left, and Aaron Rodgers probably with no timeouts, not enough time to get a field goal set up, so he's going to have to go to the end zone here from the mid-stripe. He unloads deep. He's got a man, double coverage, intercepted at the 1-yard line, and that will end regulation. Whew! Wow! What a turn of events that was. And suddenly this game has heated up in a big way, and we're going to overtime here with a 2020 ball game, as Aaron Rodgers not able to come up with the go-ahead score. So we'll see what happens on the coin flip. Aaron Rodgers, I'd say he probably is, but not there in our sim anyway, as he throws an interception on that one, but an incredible athletic play to come away with that interception. Lions do win the coin flip here for overtime, and so they will receive and have their first crack at winning the ball game. And Baker Mayfield is going to get the ball at the 18-yard line to start overtime. So out of the gun is Baker. Back to pass. Over the middle, but the defense got there very quickly. And a penalty thrown as a roughing the passer. Baker took a shot after unloading that one. And Rashawn Gary, the guilty party on that in this case. So 1st and 10 now for Baker. Little handoff to Swift up the middle. Quickly tackled there as he was only able to pick up 2. Ace formation now under the center for Baker. Back to pass. Pressure coming, but he unloads over the middle. He's got his man. And I didn't catch a number on that. That was 18. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, actually, Williams, of course. That was Williams. His 5th reception. 1st and 10. Back to pass. And then out to the outside. He's got Hawkinson. Hawkinson fighting through some tacklers towards the line to gain. Just short, though. 2nd and 1. After T.J. Hawkinson makes his 9th grab of the ball game. Barnes on the tackle. Out of the gun. Baker Mayfield, a little fake to Swift, and then to the outside, Hawkinson wide open, and then unfortunate to step out of bounds because he had extra room to work, but does step out of bounds there. His 10th reception nearing 100 yards on the ball game, under center for Baker Mayfield. Hand off to Swift up the middle, but met by the defense at the line of scrimmage, and actually call it a loss of 1 as Barnes in on a TFL. Baker Mayfield, 2nd and 11. They need these positive plays. Back to pass. He's unloading over the middle. He's got Amon-Ra St. Brown there. And Amon-Ra picks up some yardage there. Call it 3 yards. 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Back to pass. Unloading over the middle. He's got intercepted in the back there as he was trying to go for Williams, but left it just a bit short. He had a touchdown if he got enough air underneath it, but instead a big pick from Douglas as the Packers defense comes up with a huge interception on the underthrown ball. Just a little bit more air on that, and Williams probably has the touchdown, but instead Douglas comes away with a big pick. Bunch formation left now under center for Aaron Rodgers. Little handoff, quite a big hole, and then shrugging off a tackler, and then another is Jones getting towards that first down, and in fact does get a first down there on that nice physical run from Jones. And yes, Amon-Ra St. Brown was wide open in the post. And Baker just trying to force it, but ends up a little bit underthrown, unfortunate, and ends up hitting the defender and not his receiver. First and 10 now from the 23. Under center, single back, ace formation. Little handoff to the outside for Jones, and then tackled there by Anzalone. Pickup of 1. That one was Hutchinson. I keep confusing those two with the long hair. Out of the backfield, a 2nd and 9. Quickly defended there at that spot and unable to connect with Cobb is Rodgers' 3rd and 9 now. You know, I think he probably is. I agree. I think Aaron Rodgers as Cobb is going to work out of bounds there after a nice pickup of first down. I agree. I think Aaron Rodgers is probably underappreciated by Madden. I mean, he is one of the best in the NFL in terms of clutch meter, being able to do incredible things when you wouldn't expect, and incredible throws out of nowhere. So yeah, I think he's a little bit undervalued by Madden, much like Nick Chubb is. And I think there's a number of players that you could put in that kind of a category as Jones goes nowhere on that run, 3rd and 6. Allen is probably another candidate for that, as we've seen in our sim as well. And they'll dump off there to Sammy Watkins. Is not going to pick up a first down and not in field goal range. So we'll see what they try to do here. It'll be interesting if they elect to try to go for this or if they're going to punt and try to play some defense with a little bit of a coffin corner. So the choice is to punt and go for that coffin corner here in overtime. Punt is away. And not a good punt there, as he goes out of bounds at the 22, and that is going to set up some decent field goal or a field position here for Baker Mayfield, where they could have been pinned back near their end zone. Instead, they have it at the 22. Under center, handoff up the middle to Swift, and Swift is quickly tackled in the middle of that defense, but a pickup of 3, tackled by Lowry. Second and 7 now. Under center's Baker Mayfield. Swift the single back. Unloads to the outside. He's got Hawkinson. And now 3rd and 2 after the 11th reception for TJ Hawkinson. Out of the gun, Baker Mayfield back to pass. Running backwards. No, Baker. No. And then he fumbles. Oh, no. Oh, no. And that's going to be the ball game. Yuck. Yuck. What a terrible finish after what had been a very tightly contested, fun game. A Baker Mayfield running backwards, sack, fumble, scoop, and score ends the game in overtime. And Aaron Rodgers could sit on the sideline and watch it happen as the worst happens. He was down. Are they going to review this? His knee was way down. I hope they review this because this game should not be ending here. It's got to be reviewed, right? No, they're saying final. Yuck. 26-20 final. They're not even going to review it. Every score is reviewed, especially something crucial like that, so that's not even close to realistic as a snap for Aaron Rodgers and Baker Mayfield. But yuck, that was a terrible finish, and he was definitely down. We got to look at it. His knee was down, then the ball came out, and they're not even going to review it, and they're just going to say it's over. Gross. Such a maddening event, and it always seems to happen to Baker Mayfield. The most maddening things possible. So here we are, a day for Aaron Rodgers. He was 36 of 45 for 412 yards and 2 touchdowns with 1 pick there coming at the end of regulation. So a pretty good game for him. And then Aaron Jones there, 26 carries, 81 yards, and no touchdowns, a 3.1 average. A bunch of, 2 first downs there for Aaron Rodgers, escaping the pocket. 13-yard average for him on the 26 yards on those 2 carries. And then Randall Cobb was the big catcher, 13 receptions for him, 154 yards, 11.8 yard average, and touchdown. Tanyan also with a touchdown on his 6 receptions, and then some love for Watkins on 5. And so on. So look at the pressures allowed. 2 sacks for Myers and Runyon, 1 for Bakhtiari. And then on the defensive side, 11 total tackles for Amos. Campbell behind him with 8, and Gary with 8, and Barnes with 8 as well. In terms of sacks, 3 for 3.5 for Lowry, 3 for Gary, 2 for Clark, 1.5 for Smith, 1.5 for Barnes. So lots and lots of sacks there on Baker Mayfield, and of course 2 of those strip sacks, one of those a strip sack, critical at the end of the ball game, and then the 1 interception there for Rasul Douglas. So on the Lions side of the ball, Baker Mayfield was 34-45 for 375, 2 touchdowns with 1 interception. And then DeAndre Swift, 19 attempts for 62 yards, and then not a lot of action outside of him. And then Hawkinson, the big catch receiver on their end, 11 for him for 1 touchdown, 97 yards. And then Swift, very involved in the passing game, 6 for 60, 5 for 79 for Williams. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown with 37. Lots of sacks allowed there, 4 for. So Anzalone with the leading tackler with 12. Anjawari with 9, Walker with 9, Hughes with 8, Okuda with 8. In terms of sacks, we had 2.5 for Onzarike, and then 2 for Harris, and 1 for Pascal, 1 for Hutchinson, and 1 for Aquara as well, half for Aleem McNeil. We had the 1 interception from Tracy Walker and the 1 forced fumble from Aquara, from Aquara. So that'll do it for us. We appreciate everybody being on, appreciate the subscriptions, and we also appreciate the likes. You guys have been the best. If you'd like to join us on the Discord, feel free to do so. The link to that is in the description of this or any of our other videos. But we'd love to have you there. We chat all things Browns. You can vote on games like this for the games of the week if you want to see your team play. For both AFC and NFC games, Phil's going to give us a look at the playoff picture right now. So you can see right now the Browns are currently in third position, slated against the Chargers if the playoffs were to start today. You can see both Kansas City and San Francisco have been absolutely fantastic in our sim so far. So they're the number one seeds on either side, AFC and NFC. But certainly appreciate everybody being on. Do appreciate those who like and subscribe, and then also we've been enjoying everybody on our Discord, voting for games, and then also chatting with us all things Browns and all things football in between sim times, which you can also join us there for the early notifications of when these games are coming, and so you can jump on and be ready for those, so that you're not just notified by YouTube. Sometimes when it happens to go live, you get a little advance warning of those things. So thanks for being on, and this time we'll say go Packers. But as always, go Browns!